Hello friends, Stacy Anfinson here with your Tar Report market update. We're going to discover what happened in January of 2024. TMLS 4 county market update. That's Wake, Durham, Johnston, and Orange. So let's dig in and see what happened. Interesting graph here. We're going to go back to 2007 on the left and 2024 on the right. The red line is the Raleigh-Durham MSA population. The blue line is total inventory, and the light blue line is resale inventory. So if you're wondering why our prices keep going up and our sales keep going down, this is it. It's a simple supply and demand thing. We're not creating enough shelter for the people to move in here. If you look at the bullet up here, it says January end of month inventory is down 76% compared to the January 2008 peak, and you can see that's been a steady downward trend since that time. We did get a little bump from 2022 to 2023. We were down January of this year compared to January of last year, and this bullet over here, population up 110% since 2007. So that's a perfect recipe for house price metric increases. That being said, we're going to look at January sold listings going all the way back to 2007. January 24 was down 7% compared to January of 23 and down 9% compared to the 18-year average. So you can see this is the recession coming out. This is the top before the recession in the valley. And then 2009, we had really consecutive growth from 2009 all the way up to 2018, lull in 2019. And then here comes COVID in 2020, and then the year after 2021, and then this is our third consecutive down year in terms of closed or sold listings. Average days on the market still very good, even though we came down from the, I don't think we'll ever see 22. This was 22 days of average in 2022. I don't think we'll ever see that again. Matter of fact, we've never come close to that with the exception of 2021, which was 37. So 59 and 23 and 68 and 24, if you just draw a line across this there, we're pretty much, these are once again coming out of the recession. But if you look at it from 2016, if you drew a line straight across, we're probably in line with average January days on market. Months of housing supply, well, you increase population, you decrease listings, what are you going to have? You're going to have months of housing supply, which is an undersupplied territory. So if you go from 2017 to 2024, if I do my counting right, that's the 8th consecutive January with an undersupply of housing. Once again, another key component for house price metric increases. And look, 8 years pretty much is that's a long-term memory for a lot of people. So when I put this graph up there and you see 2009, 2010, the recession years of 17, you can't even conceive that those numbers are correct. They got to be statistically wrong, but that's what happened back then. So we've really been blessed for 8 years. You look at it and blessed or cursed to have an undersupply of housing for 8 consecutive Januaries. Sold listings, sales to original list price ratio, as you've heard me say many times, this used to be the easiest one to memorize because it was always about 98 or 99%. If you see this back in 2011 all the way up to 2015, this was coming out of the recession. So sellers were getting the worst it's ever been was about 10% off of list price on average. But here's where it got unique in 2021 and 2022. The overall average was at 100% in 2021, 102% in 2022. Last two Januaries back down to kind of normal percentages, 4% off a list in 2023 and 3% off a list in 2024. Last slide we're going to look at is January average sales price. The overall is the dark blue bar and the resale is the red bar. If you look at the overall's up 1% compared to 2023. And if you follow this graph over here, the red bars, January of 2024 at 489.5 is up 7% compared to January of 2023. But if you take this dotted line all the way across and go drop it down to 2018, that's plus 76%. And as you've heard me say many times and write many times, this is wealth creation. And if you were to just look at the 489 versus 277 and just say that was one person's house, that's about $210,000 worth of equity creation or wealth creation in 6 years. Do the math on that. That's a pretty good, that's probably above the median family income for an individual within our market. So once again, kind of use this as the old rent versus own thing. Don't know how this is going to project itself into the future, but if you see that, if you go back to the first graph and you look at population up, listings down, you really can infer that house price metrics are going to increase for the foreseeable future. All right, so let's land the plane here. Arrow number one, January end of month inventory is down 76% compared to January of 2008. Remember, that's not last year, it's 2008, and the population since that time has been up 110%. Bullet or arrow number two, January sold listings down 7%, down 9% compared to the 18-year January average. Months of supply in undersupplied territory, which is still favorable for sellers, and house price metric increases. Average days on market increased to 68 from 59. Average overall sales price up 1%, and the resale sales price up 7%. That is all we've got for now. For all your real estate needs, whether it's estate appraisals, divorce appraisals, any type of appraisal issue that you have, I can be of assistance to you. Any type of market research that you need, here's all the contacts for the Toro Report. Certainly would encourage you to visit tororeport.com, inquire about subscribing, and certainly if you like this video, hit the old like button, and we will see you next time.